Hey, everybody, we got one for you here. Friday night NBA playoff action at San Antonio, Minnesota, Game 6. We'll be getting to that one in just a second. I'm Bruce Marshall. First of all, a couple of quick housekeeping reminders. Remember, click that subscribe button on your screen there. Make sure you get all of our Wager Talk TV videos. Also, we got a couple of special deals coming up right now. How about $100 off my 30-day all-access pack, and we will add 10 free days to that. So that's a $238 value on my 30-day all access pass and $100 off that too. So that's a great deal for you there. Also, don't forget, we are coming up on June, hard up on June here pretty soon. And that means World Cup time. For me, that means soccer picks, and I will have them for you all the way through the World Cup. My World Cup All Access Pass available now, just $149, and that'll get you all my soccer picks all the way through the final at the Meadowlands in mid-July. Okay, let's talk about NBA action here on Friday night, and it is Game 6 up in Minneapolis as the Spurs enter Target Center looking to close out the Timberwolves here after that thumping win by 29 points in Game 5 on Tuesday night down in Texas in the Alamo City. So we'll see what goes on here in Game 6 if San Antonio can put the hammer and knock the Timberwolves out. Pretty good chance I think they can do it. Now, what has gone on in this series and what can Minnesota maybe do to prevent it? Well, first of all, I don't know if they can have an answer for Wemby or not. I don't think they can have an answer for him unless he gets thrown out of the game again, like he did in Game 4 for throwing that elbow that hit Naz Reid in the jaw. San Antonio might have been fortunate that Wemby wasn't suspended for Game 5 because when he's been on the floor in this series, the 4 games when he's played, we'll throw out that Game 4 when he's on the floor for 12 minutes, but the other 4 games in the series, he's had at least 15 rebounds in all those games. He's had another game where he had 12 blocked shots. He had another game with 39 points and another game with 27 points, and that was in Tuesday night's Game 5 win. He has been outstanding, and it's not just him. The other guys have picked up their game too, and the assists, they had 25 of them in the Tuesday Game 5 win, and at least 5 assists from Wemby, also Stephon Castle, De'Aaron Fox. Just as Mitch Johnson drew it up, these guys are sharing the ball perfectly, and when they are hitting on all cylinders, they are a thing to behold. Unfortunately for Minnesota, they ran into that, especially in the second half on Tuesday night. So what can the Timberwolves do to kind of prevent this? Can they stretch this series out to force a Game 7? A lot of people we talked to around the league impressed that they've taken it this far, but they think this might be the limit for them. They did steal that Game 1 down in San Antonio. The game, Edwards was not expected to play. That knee injury he suffered in the opening round against Denver, but he did play, and it looked like they caught kind of a flash knockdown in Game 1. And, of course, Game 4, Edwards came up big again, 32 points, but that was also the game Wemby was out after he was getting thrown out, and Minnesota rallied in the fourth quarter to win. They're going to need another big effort from Edwards. He didn't give them one in Game 5. And he scored only 20, not bad, but it wasn't the 32 and 30 plus he'd scored earlier in the series. And they're going to need that sort of effort from Edwards again. I'm not sure they can rely on these other guys to give them the sort of the production they need. Julius Randle has got to slow down a little bit, take advantage of some of these switches, and take a little bit better advantage of that. How about Jaden McDaniels? Quit standing out there in the corner. Get involved mid-range. You've got some room to make some shots mid-range, a little bit higher percentage. Go ahead and do that a little bit. Mostly, though, they've got some of these other guards on the team, DeSomnu and the others. They got to hit some threes. I'd say at least 5 or 6 threes besides what Edwards can hit. And Edwards only hit 1 3 in Game 5. So these other guys have to pick up from long range. In fact, Minnesota really 9 for 33 from deep in Game 5. That ain't going to cut it. They're going to have to do a lot better at home. We mentioned San Antonio, their ability to share the ball and the fact that Wemby is able to have these sort of games, and it doesn't look like Rudy Gobert or Julius Randle or any of these T-Wolves are going to be able to handle Wemby. They're not the only guys who can't handle him in the league, but this seems to raise the rest of the team. How about Keldon Johnson off the bench in Game 5, 20 points as well. Like we said, things are going pretty well for San Antonio, and I think we're going to finally get that matchup we've been waiting for with Oklahoma City. And once the Spurs take care of business on Friday night, that's what's going to happen. I think that's what does happen. So I would lay the points with San Antonio. We can see the crawl on the bottom of the screen there. Spurs, 4.5 to 18.5. I would lay the 4.5 with San Antonio. I'd also look over again because this series has been trending over as the second round has been trending over about 65% over after the first round was an under round, but these games have been trending upward in San Antonio, Minnesota. And I think this will be the case again in Game 6 as San Antonio wraps it up and covers the spread as well. Okay, as always, I love to hear from you guys. So that comment box on the screen there, let me know what you think, and I'd love to hear from you. And also, don't forget, remember, $100 off my 30-day all-access pass. Plus, we'll give you 10 days free on top of that. That's a $238 savings from normal. Okay, so until next time with more hoops, hockey, and whatever else, that's a goodbye from me.